Are y'all ready for this?
This is episode 10, part 2. Welcome to Stay In Podcast, a podcast to stay, Rom stay. Thank you for tuning in. We are starting in the beautiful room.
The beauty. I don't know if I posted. I think I posted a couple of things in there.
Yeah, you've been posting.
You posted a what was that one? Korean skincare product.
I've been told really good skincare products for those who can't get their hands on Korean products is I think it's called CeraVe.
Yeah.
It starts with a C. Yeah.
Yeah, it's CeraVe, and I guess they have it for like a lot of different skin textures. Like mine's like super oily, so I get like acne like here, and like right in my T
The
zone.
T
up here.
zones. Yeah.
I
I
think
hate
mine
it.
is dry.
I was shown the CeraVe like thing that I should follow for my skin being oily. I'd have to find pictures of my friend John's skincare routine that he does with it, and he has like a 20 to 30 step skincare routine.
That's worse
Hey,
than IN's.
his skin is flawless, and he only does it like once a day, and his skin is like flawless still.
Yeah, I have not been doing my skincare, and you can tell.
I don't have a skincare routine, but
Nor do I.
I did at one point, and I couldn't afford like almost $100 worth of product to fit my skin. I still have a bunch of it still. That's like a 4-step skincare routine with Curology, and it within like 3 days, like my skin was nice. It wasn't oily. I had no acne, but it's super expensive.
I do like their Pacific stuff that they do, but
I want
that
to try
House and
that.
Dalwa rice stuff that you can actually get from Amazon is really, really good too. I really like their wash off mask. It's like my favorite, and it smells so good.
I'm always
think
scared
I
to try things just because like I have real sensitive skin. So just like every time I
But the
try
rice,
something new, I get
the rice
like
stuff would be
my
really
skin
good for
breaks
you
out.
then, because it's very light. It's for sensitive skin and stuff.
that sensitive portion is probably due to one ingredient in most products anyway, that it's like salicylic acid or something like that. I have the same problem, and if I go get stuff without the salicylic acid, I find that my skin doesn't hurt or isn't like burning on stuff. So
Oh,
that might be your issue.
look at
The
So
that.
stuff
Yeah,
with
'cause
it or
seems
the
like
stuff
almost
without it?
everything
the
without
stuff
it.
without it is, good, and the stuff with it can burn sensitive skin.
Okay.
So
Yeah, the Pacific, the red ones have that acid in it. But the House of Dalwa has a bunch of rice type stuff, like a rice toner and a rice cleansing cream, and they have a sheet mask. I haven't tried that. And but the wash off mask, I really, really like that one. That's like my favorite. Unless it's like this and I'm breaking out really bad, and then I'll do like, what are you dancing for?
I tried
I'll do
this
like
one.
the mud tea tree mud mask type thing to help kind of dry them out.
I had tried this one face mask before with my cousin. So I was like, let's do some face masks. And I got us like 2 different face. I was like, you can have this and I'll try this one. And I put it on. I'm like, okay, it's like weird, but it's pretty cool. And then it started like foaming around my face. I'm like,
Oh.
what's going on? And it was like suffocating me, and I was like, don't talk. It turns out it was a foaming face mask, and I didn't read it.
Oh, I've never had a face mask that foamed.
Neither
I
have
just,
I. I didn't know those
it doesn't even
existed.
sound right. The only thing I've had foaming
I
was
wa-
like a cleanser.
I want to try the foaming face mask because there's so many different one face masks that will sit there and like make your skin look really funny. There's a zombie face mask that literally makes your face into like a zombie type thing, and it's so funny. But it's a peel off one.
My
Um,
dogs would be scarred for life.
I honestly like mint masks due to the cooling effect that it has, and I really like that cooling effect. Um, my
Yeah.
favorite mask that I actually have ever had is a charcoal mask. And despite it saying charcoal and it being a peel off,
Those are good for
never
blackheads and stuff.
again, never again will I get charcoal.
It's
It
very
out
drying. Like, doesn't it kind of feel like you're peeling your skin off your face?
if you've ever had a pore strip on your nose, it feels just like that. It
But all
feels
over.
nice. Yeah. Don't ever put it on your eyebrow by mistake because it about took half of mine off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
that's
was on
kind
an
of
accident. It was on accident because I went to go like this. It dripped on my thing on my eyebrow, and yeah,
lesson
but
learned.
yeah. So I don't do peel off face mask anymore. But I like the ones where it hardens like a mud mask. Those always feel really nice.
Yeah, I like
Oh,
that.
that's kind of it's like putting Elmer's glue on your hands and just peeling it off. What is our thing with that? It's the stupidest thing,
It's
but it's
it's the
cool.
satisfying thing of there's actually science behind that. Um, people with skin picking issues actually tend to do that more on their skin to satisfy that feeling of peeling skin off.
Keeping my hands busy.
Hmm.
Might can see a little bit better in here, but
It's raining outside.
not here. I'm glad it's not here.
Tuba,
Nope. Baritone.
tiny tuba.
Oh,
Hey, I did a good job blowing. You can take that any way
No,
you want to.
I'm
I'm
don't.
gonna
not
take
even
it.
gonna.
I know.
Okay. Love stay room. Oh, there's nothing in the love stay room. 143.
There's nothing. Last birthday.
So do you think there's another love song on the Rockstar album for Stay?
Yes.
Yes,
I think so
It's-
too.
I feel like at this point they're always
They're always
like
got
I
love
said,
songs for Stay.
Baytan is in his delusion just as much as we are.
I think they all are.
Yes,
Ah,
Sungmin is such a flirt in the thing, like or not a flirt, like he's like a sweetheart.
He
Say
reminds
like
me
how he should have.
of someone that might have Asperger's. No, not in a bad way. It's just the kid in Colorado that I knew that had it, he was the sweetest thing. Super smart. Oh my God, so smart. But just his mannerisms sometimes like he didn't quite know what to do. I don't know how to explain this. But like if you look at Sunman's pictures, like sometimes he just doesn't know what to do with his hands, and so he's doing like, or I'm like,
He's an introvert.
but like he doesn't know what to do with his hands, and he's got 7 other people around him that need to teach him what to do with
You
his
know
hands
what's
and
funny?
pictures. So he doesn't have like pictures like poor
You know what's
Cinnamon.
funny is that when I first got into Stray Kids, I honestly did not even him. Like, I don't know why, but something about his like
His man,
just looking at it just
his
like kind of ticked me off.
mannerisms. Yeah.
It just ticked me off. I was just like, what
He
is going on?
seems detached a lot,
Yeah, but
but
like the
Dissociation.
more
yeah, just that's a disassociation. He just like kind of distance. I mean, he can be in the middle of all of the kids and be in his own world by
Is he
himself.
one of is he one of the ones that is an only child, or
No, he has an older sister.
does
that
it?
could be it? It could be it because he's the younger one.
Yeah.
When I got into Stray Kids, I had issues, wanting because I wanted to like Ian, and I couldn't for some weird reason. And it's like now that I know, Ian is, a little spark of, joy. You know, I can like Ian. So
He's so cute. Um, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that we couldn't tell Ian and Lino apart when you
Yeah,
first start
right
scanning.
I
I
couldn't.
could by their nose.
I couldn't. There were a lot of pictures that they look so identical, but now that I've got to know them, of course, I can, tell them apart and stuff like that. But
I can definitely get 100 on like identifying them by their body parts.
Same. If
yeah,
if it's their nose and like their eyes, I
their
can do it.
lips,
Um,
Their
lips.
I know
finger.
thighs, fingers, hands. Yeah, yeah. And that may
another
sound
way.
weird, but it is what it is. They have
Another way.
beautiful hands. Like for guys. They just have really pretty hands. Not me. I chew the shit out of my nails.
Another way that I could tell Ian and Lino apart is Ian has a really wide smile, and Lino just has like a little bunny smile.
Yeah. Shows his little bunny teeth.
Yep.
That's actually, I think that's what I put in Daycare General when I was describing each of the members. I put that he has a
That's
strong jawline.
Lino
And
also
Lino,
has like a smaller face.
Yeah.
So like
Well,
a
and I
way
think it's
smaller
more his
face.
eyes. His eyes, yeah, they're slanted, but they're wider. You know what I mean? And Ian's
Yeah.
is very thin.
Ian
Um,
has a fox-like eyes.
Yeah. Yeah.
which is
So,
so sad because he said that he used to get bullied in school for that. Like they thought he was like a monster or something.
but when he doesn't smile, I do see what they were talking about because his mouth just naturally turns down. And I think I even heard Hyunjin say this. Told him you need to smile in pictures because when you don't smile, it looks like you're frowning, even though you're not. I mean, it's just your expression, but his mouth turns down. So that's probably why people said he looked mean.
Oh, but when he smiles, it's the most
Oh,
beautiful.
yeah. It brightens everything. Circus Comedy Club. Nope, nothing in there. Three Racha. She's been posting a lot in Three Racha, but I think it's for the music theory type stuff. And now when we're doing music theory, we've got to really look at the music videos and point out things like I was watching the Scars music video, and there's a point where Felix is looking at the stuff on the public bulletin board, and one of the things he looks at literally says ghosts are everywhere. And I thought,
Now, when we do the music theory, it got cold. When we do the music theory, would we watch it together and then comment and describe it, or like?
That's what I'm working on, trying to figure out how we can do that without getting shut down by YouTube. So I am working on trying to figure that one out.
Just give credit in like your caption. And
that all
it
they
shouldn't
do?
be take that's what people do. And they'll like
Okay.
start out being like, oh, this we don't own this, this particular group or company owns this. This is just a reaction to that.
Would it also help if we like as we're going through the video, like we pause it as we notice certain things throughout it?
Yeah, it would help.
Like we
'cause
could we could do it like in 30 to 45-second intervals, like, and just watch that and pay really close attention to that part and then pause it and discuss what we each saw there to see if any of us missed anything and then
Yeah.
move on to the next one. We could totally do that. Yeah.
It helps with the copyright as well, knowing, oh, it's just a snippet. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go on. Because I've done it with music and stuff like that too from other groups, and I've never gotten copyrighted. So
That's what I was
So
trying to
far,
figure
I've
out
never been
for the album drop, to actually do it live instead of, like, we could still do it on Zoom and then I could use one of my other things to have it streaming on YouTube. Does that make sense?
yeah,
Like, we're doing a Zoom, but then my phone could be on YouTube live and seeing this, and that's what is being posted on YouTube live.
as long as you don't say it's a stream of this, kind of like how it would be on Twitch.
I don't know
It
that I would
should be
even say
fine.
that.
I guess we'll know better the first one we do, and we'll learn along the way.
So, but yeah, she's just posting in three Racha. She's posting, ya, glow. What is this one?
Yeah.
School life. She's just posting a lot of stuff. Oh, 4419 about their bus to school. Dance, Racha. I have not talked to Anka and Naliti in a while. I might ought to just touch base with them, see what's going on. Same stuff in vocal collision. I know Brandy's been posting a lot of stuff in collision of languages.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Let's see. What is this? Oh, pronouns. This is in Spanish, so I can't read it. What does that say?
Where?
Oops. Under collision of languages. Oh, crap. I think I went to a whole other area. The thing she posted is actually in Spanish.
Oh, it's pretty much going over words like nope, wait a minute, and it's also doing it in like Spanish subtitles as well.
Okay. Yeah, because I just clicked on it and you can see the nope, then you can see that in Hangul, and then you see it in Spanish. Or maybe it's not Spanish, it's like what it would sound like in Spanish, maybe. I don't.
They're saying it in English and then Korean, and then the subtitles are Spanish.
Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of cool then.
Look at that. Like,
apparently I'm following a K-pop drama community now. Did not know I was doing that, but it just popped up. So I guess I am. The next one is the Don't Make This Mistake. I don't know what he's talking about. I hate it when they don't put it in their thing.
Probably the difference between like using K-drama Korean and actual Korean, because they are two different dialects and it's weird.
Kind of like
So, like,
Spanish and Mexican. They're different.
it's
Pretty
like
much.
they talk. It's like formal talk and then straight talk. So
Oh,
like,
so it's like honorific
It's a lot of
type things.
It's a lot of slang in
Yeah.
K-dramas, and
yeah,
then
like if you heard a Mexican say, "Oh, oh, no mames or something like that, that's because they're from the streets. You never
I
hear
know,
someone who's not from the streets talking that.
Like the
I know
English,
that,
like the high school and the like street Spanish.
like
Yeah.
when
Short I always shorten my words. So like, for doll, mono, it's the correct term, like in the right way to say it is muñeco, but that's just too long. So I say mono.
when
Sounds
I
better.
was learning Spanish in the police academy, like if you read it off the card, what to say, and you're putting the two words together to make just a small statement to Madre, he said, "Don't say that." I'm like, but I'm literally looking at the card and I put these two words together, but it's bad. So
I learned that from my brother. He speaks
yeah,
street Spanish.
I learned a lot of Spanish words growing up from my Mexican friends, but they were just enough to get my ass kicked.
We grew
Yeah.
up learning English and listening to Spanish at the same time. I can understand it, I can't speak it, and I can't write it though.
Yeah, I don't. Like I
Mm,
said,
I
I know enough
prefer
Spanish to get my ass kicked.
I prefer not to speak. It's just because I have trouble getting back into English. Or
It's it's me when I speak French or Italian.
I know enough French to get me in
and
trouble as
it's
well.
like it gets bad that my siblings make fun of me. So it's a insecurity of mine. I don't speak Spanish anymore.
You should
She
do
did
it just to do it.
she did put in there learning the birthday song in Korean.
Say
Pretty sure I can sing most of that. Yep, because we've seen it 7 times this year. 8 times this year. 8 times. How to tell time in Korean.
Yodasi. I learned that from Chungha from her Gotta Go song.
Um,
If you
this
Neo.
this Korean looks like it's compliments, like you are handsome, you are pretty, you're sweet, you look great, things like that that I will never hear.
You are sweet is so long. I don't I
You could just say
so
Yapada.
much. Yapada.
Yapada. Yapono, Yapada. Those are like slangs for,
Oh yeah, that's
pretty.
like it's a really long statement,
I'm
isn't it?
pretty sure that if I learn Korean, it's gonna be all, which
Yeah.
I would feel bad because like how would I when I talk to certain people, like let's say I'm going to South Korea next year, right? And I learn a little bit of it and I mostly know the informal way to say it, and I'm like, ah, how am I gonna talk to older people?
Mm-hmm.
They'll understand if you're a foreigner, though. They'll
Okay.
spot
But
you out
it
because you have that foreigner smell.
right. I still
And
think it's
because
better to learn the honorifics
I look
than
foreigner.
the not honorifics.
A lot of honorifics will end with like ayo or yo
Yeah,
or
like
nida.
oniseo.
So
Yeah,
annyeonghaseyo, like
onyo.
annyeong
Año.
annyeonghaseyo.
Ah,
Hey, I guess I'm brushing my hair
Jackson.
tonight.
Año.
Anyo. Most common Korean phrases, Korean words that can be used at home. Yeah, I'm using English at home, just saying. Vegetables in the supermarket.
Oh,
How to
I found
say don't do it. But it's
하지말라고.
so fun. Why would I not do it?
how do you say it?
하지마.
Okay,
Hachima?
that's all of it.
Hajima. There's hajima, hajimalago. There's like 7 or 8 different ways on how to say don't do it. So
I say that's my daughter. Hachima.
hajima. There's another one that I really like
Ah,
because
damn.
I
listen
learned Yo 반갑습니다. I learned
in
Hajimaseo. That's the one I like. Hajimaseo.
Hajimaseo.
That is formal. Hajimaseo.
All I could see is a stay pose, like in the middle of a public thing. With you saying that, does that not just sound
Hajimaseo.
aggressive, like the stay pose?
I heard like when Stays did that, standing in line for something I don't remember, and they did that pose. They got a lot of hate for it, and I'm just like, haters be
Why?
haters. I don't know.
But that's
Like
the
I
stay
forgot.
pose.
I know.
Somebody was
Lino's like,
yeah.
One
Somebody had
thing,
posted at one time, how would I know if other stays are around me? I was like, just yell out stray kids and see if anybody comes back with everywhere all around the world.
I would have just accepted the who part.
yeah,
Oh,
I would have done that too.
just like on like the entrance of like Walmart, and you shout "Stray Kids," and you hear
Yeah.
like 20 different people in the back. He goes, "Who?"
whoa! Oh, I set my dog off again.
I would accept
Sorry,
either one.
Benny. It was a joke, Benny. Red Light's reading room. Brandy posted one. She said it's really cute so far. Called Destination Soul, Chapter 1, Dual Cipher with the Stray Kids. So I don't know what the difference is between her cute and my cute, but
It's probably like what's called fluff, which is the cutesy version. You don't want the smut. So,
I do not
or
want
the
that.
angst, or the angst. The angst
Don't
will
want
just
that
make
either.
people cry. No,
What's
so
the
it's probably angst is just like depression.
Dresser.
It'll it has to do with a lot of self harm and bad breakups and death and all that.
I don't
That's
like
what
that.
angst is. That's why you want fluff.
Moving on to Get Cool with K-pop. I have been posting like crazy. BTS is yet to come, is coming out on Prime Video this week, I think. She talks about Jungkook breaking a Spotify record. The puppy interview with Eric Nam.
Yes.
A review on
Penny.
Taemin's Guilty.
I want to talk about that. So many people were pissed. Taemin and his guilty song. People are like, it's so erotic. It's not. All you see is his abs.
First of
Nothing
all,
else.
Well,
they're allowed to be
John
that
Cook's
way.
over here
It's
singing
their-
about confetti, so I'm
Champagne
just
He literally
Yeah,
has
that-
a performance video of him saying like, "I'll be fucking you," right? So
But
I
yet-
mean,
But in like Taemin's concept pictures, someone's like, it looks like there's cum coming off of his lips. It's like it's water, and you can tell it's water. I went through and looked at both sets of concept photos for Taemin. I even sat down with my niece and was like, okay, we're gonna watch this. Do you see anything bad? She's like, no. All he does is literally stick his hand up his shirt and goes like this, and all you see is his abs. That's it. Nothing else.
they're
some
He
of
just
the
shows-
idols
imitators.
literally go shirtless.
He shows more in his MV for Move than he does in this one. And he was 25 in that one versus his 30-year-old butt now. He's more tame as an older adult now.
The
Some-
Mama Awards have came out with their performers. Our kids were not on that list as far as I could see.
What the fuck?
Yep. Let me see it. I mean, they could have been added, but the last time I looked at it, they were not on that
I
list.
thought they were performing.
Let's see, second round in hyphen G Idol, Seraphim, 17 TXT. This is an interview. Let me read this interview. But yeah, I didn't see our kids on there. yet, or if. I posted a Rolling Stone about Sugar revealing an album he thought was going to be BTS's last. There was I was watching something, but it was like a movie. Maybe I dreamed this shit. I don't know. Anyway, it's like a movie, but it was really concentrating on Sugar and where he came from. I don't know. What did I watch? God, it's so real in
tell
my
you.
mind. I probably just dreamt that shit up. Golden Child is coming back out.
Vix is
He was
making
a
their comeback with 3 people instead of 4 next
Who?
month. Vix.
I don't
It's
know
an
who
older
it is.
K-pop group. They were a sextet, I believe it's called. One ended up in prison. One left, so there's just like 4 now.
I heard
And
6 was a like bad number for K-pop groups,
it is,
like Taboo or something.
as you can tell, almost in any Asian culture, it's like any odd numbers are kind of good. Depends on which one it is, but if they're even, it's more easier to split up. So that's why I don't see very many even number K-pop groups anymore.
Yeah.
But Vix is coming back with their first comeback in about almost 5 years. Their leader's not joining them because he has a scheduling conflict with his um drama that he's doing, and people are pissed off at that. So
they
it's
can
just
get
gonna
pissed
be
right back on again. Golden
it's so
shower, anyone?
it's just gonna be the three. Tanya, no.
Sorry.
But yeah, that's that drama. So
There's an article with every BTS appearance on late night shows. Says BTS Funko Pops are coming and they're absolute fire. There is a way to make your own Funko Pops.
I
Be
saw
whatever.
that somebody
Yeah.
made one of Bang Chan, didn't they?
Yep. Talking about Jungkook's Golden album. Look, I posted about Taemin's move and I didn't even know what I was posting. It says move performance. How did ATEEZ not get one nomination for Mama? Not one. Seriously. I don't understand that at all.
what I missed.
ATEEZ not
18.
getting any nominations for Mama Awards at all.
That's
Not
weird
one
because
thing.
they've been doing pretty good lately too. And
And
I'm
what
not a big fan of them, but they're doing pretty good though.
Yeah, I mean they have some good songs. What I don't get is like you can have as many nominees as you want to. Why would you not nominate them for something? I mean, they had
Exactly.
the number one song on the charts for I don't even know how many weeks with Bouncy, but yet they don't
That-
get anything.
which is stupid.
Yeah, makes no sense to me.
They deserve something too. I may not be a big fan, but they deserve something too.
I think it was their how do you say that? Halzia. That
I
song is
love
the
that
first one I've heard of
song.
theirs, and that's why I
Hallelujah.
was like, "Whoa, wait, who is this?"
I love that song.
Because I was a baby stay, and I was like,
Hallelujah.
I started K-pop with the kids, and when the kids are gone, I will probably stop with K-pop. But then I started hearing like when things mixed up, and I heard like ATEEZ, and then I watched Kingdom and fell in love with that stuff. And then TXT Sugar Rush Ride came out, and I was like, "Ooh, I like that song too." And then I realized these other songs that were done in English that was playing over the mainstream radio was actually BTS, like Dynamite and Butter. And
I
I was
know.
like, and then
ATEEZ has the song "Say My Name," right?
don't get me to
Is that
lying.
is that them?
I can tell you in about half a second.
Because I don't know if it's
Say
them, but
say my name.
yeah.
So
Say my name, say my name.
Yep, the tease.
That's the first song that I heard by them. Due to my favorite K-pop coverist, she danced to their song. That's how I found ATs.
I found it with Halazia, and then I saw them on Kingdom, and I just fell in love with Woo Young simply because of the way he interacted with Felix.
Oh, Felix's dad.
Yeah. Yep. So, and he's just super funny.
They're all funny.
Yeah, they really are.
I haven't watched much by them, but the bits and pieces I've seen, they're quite funny people.
Yep, they are. Then I moved over to Slumpin' Room. Ouch. Something about Netflix's Duna. It's a webtoon that they turned into a romantic, whatever, drama, K-drama. And I have a list of 9 must-watch Korean dramas that are releasing last month. Highest rated K-dramas this year. New Korean dramas that's popular right now. That Destined with You, I have not watched that yet, but a lot of people are like talking about that thing. Is it Cha In-woo? Is that how you say him?
Unwoo.
Cha In-woo.
Like underwear? Unwoo.
Under
How will
nowhere.
you?
Anyways, talking about his kissing scene with that chick he's with. My Demon official teaser.
Ooh.
I was gonna say something, but I'm just not. An article about y'all's crap, that anime stuff that I can't pronounce.
Ghibli.
Yeah, that one.
I'm going to their thing next weekend or this upcoming week.
You better take pictures.
I will. I will.
You can put them in our Drive with Stay room.
Yes, do it.
Top 8 Korean dramas with English subtitles on YouTube. To watch if you love business. Oh, and then an article about the K-dramas to watch if you love Business Proposal. Business Proposal was pretty cute. That was cute.
I have not seen it, and I want to sit down and watch it, but I'm not one for like office type stuff like that. But I want to watch it so bad.
I know, same.
It was
I've
cute.
heard a lot of good things about it.
The Attorney Woo was really good too. The Extraordinary.
I love that one.
Yeah,
I
it was
loved
really
it.
good. Really cute.
I'm excited to get Strong Woman back because I missed that couple so bad. Strong Woman.
No
to
idea
go
what you're
to.
talking about.
I know, same.
So we finally got a Lee No live that I completely missed because I fell asleep an hour before he went live. And what's sad is I actually was able to tune into his show right at the end. Like I wasn't seeing much of him. I was seeing more of the groups they brought on to do, and I didn't know either of them. So Lino did a live. Sunman did a live this week, didn't he?
I think so. Earlier in the week.
Did Hyunjin do a live this week too? See, it doesn't keep them on their Instagram unless they like upload it to there. So
yeah, I think he did.
So we got 3 lives this week.
We're just alive.
Oh, that's the other thing. Oh. Okay. I never mind.
I know. How you gonna have that?
You're just gonna leave us like that? God.
Okay. You guys have heard of Squid Games? I'm assuming.
Yeah, that was a really good show.
The girl that got eliminated, she had short hair, I think, with the bangs.
Was she the one
I
I
can't-
didn't like or the one I did like? Was she likable or
Uh,
no?
she
Or
was
was she
only
the
in there for
bully?
she was in there for like an episode and a half, and then she was off.
Which one did she die in?
The marble one.
It was so long ago, I don't even remember what you're talking about.
I know.
All I know is that there was one girl I absolutely freaking could not stand, and she was there for most of it.
Oh,
This girl.
You know who I'm talking to? Yeah, I don't. She was kind of a snotty bitch. Reminds
Well,
me a
she's
lot of
in.
myself.
Well, she's in Strong Girl Namsoon, which is a spin-off of Strong Woman Debunsu. So I'm guessing this is their daughter.
The families have been kind of busy this week too. I've been really bad about posting them. But Hannah did a live that I did not see.
I
And
know. She
she's
had like a whole countdown and everything, and I still missed it.
yeah, and somebody actually asked her the same thing they did, Chan. The would you put me up against a wall
Oh
or
yeah,
something
I
like
saw
that? And
that.
she's
Can you
like,
pin me up against the wall?
yeah, and she's like, if it's
How old are
consensual, I
you?
guess. Yeah, and how old are you? And then she's like, and you're not here
She's like, I know. She's like, that'd be kind of hard.
because you're not here. It was so funny how opposite their answers were. It just cracked me up.
I know, because
Like
Channing
Channy's
just like,
like,
say
say
please.
please. I'm like, you're a perv. I know he's a perv.
Oh yeah.
Hannah can be a perv too, though.
Oh, I'm sure, but Channy grew
They're
up
not-
in Korea, so he's the Korea perv, where Hannah's the Australian perv, and I guarantee you, Hannah's more Australian pervy than Korean perv. See, Chan's family has been pretty active. Olivia has been active. I don't know if I posted her pictures either. Oops, not that one. This one.
I thought you did.
I did post her pictures. I posted Olivia's pictures. I don't know where she's at.
Hannah
Or
was
Mr.
in
North.
Tokyo.
Yeah, Hannah's been
days
flitting
ago.
around Tokyo and Korea. There's no telling what she's up to. Did you see Chan's thing where Hannah sent him one of her albums?
I don't
And
know who
Hannah's
this
like,
is.
I don't know who this is,
Okay.
but thank you. Yeah, that was super cute. And everyone's like, I wonder if you would have played that on Channy's room. And so, then we were all crying because Channy's room.
Anything
But
I feel, I have to rewatch everything.
he misses us just as much as we miss him. I guarantee you. But yeah, so that was super sad. So no more Lino, no more Channy's room. I really think the kids have been trying to pick up all of the pieces that are around them. Top line. Of course you posted something today. Let's see, Honey's room. Kim has got, I swear, Kim is using this Discord room as her
Personal
cloud.
big drop.
Yeah. Like Felix uses us for his cloud. Yep, that would be it. He sent all those pictures the other day, and I'm like, I already have all these pictures. And then I started looking at them, and they're not the same pictures.
I
So
know
I
the
had to
top line
download the
room
rest of them. Yeah.
supposed to be like accomplishments and stuff like that. I guess pictures show just as much.
Well, she did get his curly hair from the mashup. And it just looks so cute on him.
Bing
With the
Chan just-
social path comeback, or was it 5-star that he was really like anxious and
5-star.
5-star.
it was curled then, but it wasn't curled correctly or something. It just looked stringy on him, but now
His
it's looking
was-
really good.
His was crimped.
Yeah,
what it was.
it was not good on him, but the on the mashup that it looked really cute on him. Yeah, but
We
if
need
you
mom
ever
and
need
hair
Honey
boys.
pictures, huh?
I said we need the ramen hair boys.
Oh, all of the kids should be rocking that long hair with them mullets right now, because Rockstar.
Let's see.
I
Bank
need to
and just
find
surpassed 6 million followers on Instagram.
Yeah, I know that.
very proud of him.
Did that news. If y'all would watch my newsreels, you would have already known that.
Well, yes,
saying.
but this is what's in my top line room. Just
What's
saying.
funny is I keep getting recommendations of myself.
Yep. I know
Like
how
I'll
you
be
feel.
I'll be scrolling through like the Stay In timeline, and my T1 will pop up and it's like recommended for you. I'm like, I know she's awesome. So yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
You want to go to Chan's Den?
I already did handstand,
Oh, that
but I
would
could go to
suck.
my staycare.
Yeah, that one. You can do that one too.
So I didn't add anything new to staycare right now. I think we're getting to like the end of where at the moment where they know like a lot of stuff now. So until I can find something else that probably will be beneficial for new stays, I'm gonna hold off on that. But on our Maze of Memories, we're on episode 4 of the survival show. And this one actually starts off with Bang Chan asked, like they finally got back together. They all got together after splitting up into groups and coming up with their own songs, so that way they can do that evaluation that's coming up that JYP gave them. And so they went to the training rooms and they Bang Chan was asking them like how they're doing. Hope everybody's working hard on the songs, on their dances, and all this stuff like that. And then he suggested to each of them if they want to like perform their song for them, so that way they can like throw their opinions out, make some suggestions, and stuff like that. So Kenny's group went first. And when they were finished, it kind of was like it didn't seem like they were truly performing, which is understandable because it was supposed to be like a practice run. But yeah, so they're once they were finished, like everybody was like a little bit nervous and they felt like they were evaluating them. And they can understand how being evaluated kind of feels terrible to hear. But so they started making a couple jokes out of it. They were like, oh, look at this, like we're evaluating them, let's get to it and stuff like that. And like you would think that it's just a funny joke, right? But no. Channy was like, can y'all get serious? Like stop. And his face, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't remember. I don't remember this Channy, but he was like really upset with them and told them to take it seriously and to seriously evaluate. And so Han went first and he complimented Hyunjin and said he needed to show a little more confidence. Like he was like, I could understand what you're rapping, just have more confidence that you're doing it right. And the next group that went up was Lino's group, and they did okay as well. And Bang Chan made a note that the vocal parts they didn't seem as confident in the vocals that they should have been, so they needed to work on that. And Han had mentioned that Lino to be a little more captured, more like put on show, I guess. And Bang Chan mentioned that the rap was being like cut up a little bit, and Changman blamed himself, saying that he didn't teach Lino very well. Like he was trying to teach him in the way that he does it, and it just came out choppy and this and that, which made Lino feel even worse because Lino felt like he was letting them down, especially being their elder, like being the oldest in the. And I was like, oh, it's okay. And then the next group that went up was Han's group. They were mic testing before they started, and they were kind of joking around with it, which once again Bang Chan scolded them and told them to take it seriously and do the mic testing right, to which they did. So that episode actually ended with them properly mic testing. And then the next episode continues with Han's group starting the practice run. Once that was done, Shaman complimented Ian, saying that the song actually fitted him really well. And then Beitan also mentioned that there was a little bit of an improvement, and the group seemed really happy. But then, of course, there ain't no compliments without any criticism. So Beitan mentions that they need a lot more energy when they're singing and dancing, especially since the more that they dance, the more breathy they sounded, which he says pushes them out of tune. So they need to work on that. And so he ended up telling them to do a certain part again. He he ended up telling them
What did I
to do a certain
miss?
Just check messages.
Okay.
She said ain't no, so
anyways. Um sorry. Oh yeah, so Beitan told them I had to reread. Beitan
shiny.
ended up telling them to do a certain area in their song again, to which they did, so that way he could see how it comes off. And they were doing the choreography, but the problem with it is that they weren't singing it, which it seemed like it made Bangtan pretty angry. Like you could see his face get angry. And he was just
So
like,
they
why
were
aren't y'all
dancing and
singing?
not singing.
Yeah, they were pretending to sing. And I think it was because they thought that he was trying to just watch the dance part, but he wanted them to sing and dance at the same time. And he was just like, stop, 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 stop. Why aren't you singing? And I'm like, oh, I can feel the anger through the screen.
Yeah.
And he was just like, yeah, I need to sing. I need to hear it, and this is that. And Woojin tried to calm the situation and be like, it's okay, it's okay. Like we'll do it, and this and that. And it just looked like Bang Chan got angrier from just that. Like, you don't try to tame an angry tiger.
Yeah.
Like you never tell somebody to calm down when they're mad, and blow it off like their anger is invalid. And so they ended up doing it again. And towards the ending, you know how they end up falling to the floor like they're exhausted because that's part of the end of their choreography or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And Big Time seemed like he was like, what was that? Like, don't do that tomorrow at the evaluation. Like, it just makes it look like you're amateurs and get exhausted easily. Like, don't put that part in there. And he was getting mad at them, and he was like, y'all seriously need to take this serious. Like, it's not a joke. Like, I really want us all to debut together, and y'all are not taking that seriously as I hope that y'all were. Like, even if it's just a practice, y'all need to take it serious. And so this episode ended up with them being at the evaluation, preparing themselves for when JYP comes. But that episode, Channy was angry.
Yeah.
The whole episode, he's usually not that serious all the time, but he was really serious. I can understand him a little bit because this was a big moment for them, and they're already on the brink of losing some of their members, and he didn't want that to happen. So to see them fooling around like it was not that big of a deal, I can understand why it would make him angry.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're kids.
Yeah.
And
Well,
they're boys.
I think that, well, he's always said he was tough on him before the debut, so
Yeah.
that doesn't surprise me.
I've
Yeah,
seen it.
Channy was scary
I've seen
pre-debut.
the show a few times, multiple times, but I never, since I'm actually analyzing each part of the video, I'm starting to really pay attention to that. So I never really paid attention before. That was scary. That was scary.
Wow.
I felt like I was getting into trouble there.
Yeah.
because I was laughing at their antics, and when he got mad, I'm like, "Ooh, man." But yeah,
Yada 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 yada.
and then there was some. You sent me a video for Stray Kids before about the hits and parallels in mixtape O.
I haven't gone over it. I haven't like watched them. I just saw it and sent it to you. You know, I translate some of my responses into Korean so that I can get more characters, but then I can't read what I wrote. What are you
I just
laughing about now?
It seems like so somebody mentions that in the beginning of the mixtape O music video that on the whiteboard that Sungmin erases is the details of Stray Kids film project. So it makes you from that. Yes,
There's just a lot to go through to pick apart puzzle pieces. What are you
yeah, so they're
doing?
thinking, I know. I can't tell if she's trying to say something.
Gosh, like a seal.
Changbin's laugh is the intro to Venom.
Seems like I heard that somewhere.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I've heard that.
It's true.
So I wonder if that's why he was not tied up in that music video.
Because you think that he might be
The evil one?
yeah.
Yeah,
Which is
I don't
funny because I
know.
think it was Ian and Channy that's always the villains, right?
Ian.
No, I don't think
No,
it's Ian.
I thought it was
Ian knows
Hyunjin.
who he is. Like Ian is awake. And I think Hyunjin figured out because Hyunjin pushed Felix out the window.
His bestie, his angel,
Yeah,
his
pushed him
baby.
out the window.
Yeah, and then they said that in the Be Me one, you know how Lino gets into a car accident when he's hit by a
He
car.
doesn't get into a car accident. He literally
Yes,
gets ran over by a car.
yeah.
So, but
And they think that like puts him in that other universe, and that's why he wakes up with those injuries.
yeah. Um,
And
someone was saying that Felix in one of the way early music videos was actually in the library reading a book on how to jump into different universes.
that's what's so annoying. It's the fact that this could have been planned for
I,
years,
it
and they're
has
literally
been.
going off of a timeline.
Yeah.
And
It's
we're over here thinking like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. It's all new and stuff like that. Like, it's not that new to them.
this is like 10 years old. This started 10 years ago. I guarantee you they had a lot of this mapped out. But the whole multiverse, megaverse, parallels, and you remember Felix saying he was the conductor.
Yeah.
What do conductors do? They're at the end of the line, they're at the end of the train. Um, but yeah, so there's just like I'm just getting a migraine thinking of all of it. It's just a lot. It's a lot. That's
They
the stuff.
also on the what is it on this Kids Flick, they had they keep saying that something's wrong with like Hyunjin, like he
I
when Lino throws the basketball into the hoop, he looks like he's
if you
upset.
watch him when we first see him and he's watching whatever it is he's watching.
He's watching
When you
the
see him like lean up, I think he's seeing something. I don't know how to explain his part yet. I'm not able
a
to
lot of
explain.
people say that it could be that he's has memories of Lena before, like
Yeah.
he's remembering another universe, that Lena, and his memories come alive, and he remembers Lena like dying or something like that, so he feels like upset, and he's just like memories.
Yeah.
Yes.
But they're also saying that with Felix jumping worlds like that, he's messing with the timeline. Like it's not going to end up like he wants it to.
But they said that at the end, notice how Felix ends up with some injuries. They think that he took on Leno's injury, so he became part of what Leno was supposed to be,
Yeah.
you know?
Kind of like he gave up his life so that Leno could have the life that he thought he should have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then why did Hyunjin run after Leno when he ran?
Because I think that he recognized the fact that Leno knows. I really think Hyunjin is the villain. He's like the puppeteer. He's just,
I don't think so. I think
you don't?
he is the no, I don't think he is the puppet master, just because like he seems like he's not controlling anything. It looks like he's trying to just be there. I think thinking about it, it's like, you know, if your friend died and they turn out to be a ghost or whatever, and that friend like is depressed that that person died, but then they notice the signs that that friend is a ghost, and he tries to find out the mystery to help them. Like I feel like that's what Hyunjin, you know, like the loyal friend that doesn't want to rest, so everybody's wants to be big. Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya later. Bye.